So back in 2008, I was diagnosed with chronic myelogenous leukemia. And what's worse, I was diagnosed with an extremely aggressive case of this leukemia. So that sucked, but I was determined to do anything and everything there was to beat this cancer. And I had to spend a month in the hospital at the beginning of my chemotherapy to get my wild blood counts under control. Just to give you a sense here, the average range for healthy number of blood cells in an adult male on those tests is supposed to be between like 4 and 11. Mine was like 584, so a bit off. One of the first nights I was in the hospital, I took out my journal, and on the top of the page I wrote the words "reasons to fight," and then I proceeded to list anything and everything that came to mind about what made life so awesome and so worth living and so worth fighting for. The idea would be that, as time went on and things got worse and harder, I could refer back to this and keep myself motivated. When I looked at my list, there were certainly obvious things on there, like friends and family. But there are also a lot of simple little things, like freshly baked bread, or the smell of a campfire, or gin and tonic, or a good fart, or skinny dipping, things like that. And what I also found interesting was how many experiential things were on the list. Things like, camping with your friends, going to a wedding reception with your family, giving your girl flowers. These kind of things made the list as well. And finally, what I found interesting was what didn't make the list. Nowhere on my list were things like, a nice car, a big TV, a fancy house. None of these material measures of success that we put so much emphasis on made the cut at all. And it really opened my eyes about what really matters in life to me, and how it's the experiential riches, not the material wealth, that really matters.